Bonus, how you going, mate? Good to see you. Welcome on YouTube. Going live here Saturday. Just literally turning the camera on while I'm working at home. So if you have any questions about what we do, more than happy to answer them. I won't answer them probably straight away, but watching this after it's been posted on YouTube, hopefully you can learn something from any of the questions that do come through. Also live on Instagram. So if you are on Instagram or on YouTube, vice versa, some of the questions that pop up might be from the alternative social media channel. So yeah. How's the audio on Instagram? Because I haven't got a mic, unfortunately. I assume it's all right. I think the YouTube one will be better. But yeah. How many? Yeah, cool. Someone's asked, morning, Sarah. How many units do you stake on a Saturday? Henry, what are you talking about? Are you talking about a horse system? Are you talking about a sports system? I assume you're talking about our horse system. That would depend on the promo coverage of the day. It would depend on what bookies are offering what. It would depend on, what kind of, mainly around the promo coverage. Today, specifically, we don't like talking about days, weeks, or months anymore as we change the agenda start of January 2024. But normally anywhere from at the low end, probably like 20, at the top end, maybe a touch over 30 on the horse system on a Saturday. But again, that's seasonal as well. It also is dependent upon what month of the year it is. Again, like what's happening, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah. But sports system, generally around about sort of 20 bets a week, conservatively, not using too many promotions. Gee, a lot of comments on Instagram. Nice. Hey, boys, it's been a couple of years. Good to see how much you've grown this. Yeah, appreciate it, man. It's been fucking sick, to be honest. And it's really starting to compound, which is really cool. Always an upside, Pete. Love it. Yeah, nice. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome as well. I'm just sorting out my shit here. I'm going to be basically sitting here putting together some of the Platinum Squad modules, which is slowly coming together. But man, it's not to pump my own tires, but if you thought the Platinum Squad was good before this, I think this is going to be the best thing I've ever made personally. I've put a lot of time and effort into this. It's still a while off being at a comfortable level, but it's going to be way better than it was before. And good shit takes time. This will probably be like I'd say more than, I don't know, to get to a good level, I'd probably say like 300 to 400 hours. But to get to a perfect level of where I want to get to, I'm probably looking at sort of between 600 and 1,000 hours. So, yeah. Any good multis for today? That's been mentioned by a member who's making 20K a month with Lenny. Sorry to single you out. And he's taking the piss. But multis, nah, man. If you're someone watching this and you're a gambler, if you want a free tip, if you delete multis from your life, you will save yourself so much fucking money. You may as well say that you're basically making money by not losing it. So, yeah. Has the promo list been posted already by Steve? Yeah, it's nice. When's the 11:43? Yeah, okay, so we've got a decent amount of time. What I'm going to do, can someone who's in the Discord, can you please post, if you're watching this on YouTube, could you please post the YouTube link in the Discord in the no, ignore that. I'll do it. Ignore. But yeah, if you ask me questions, I'll speak. Otherwise, I'm literally going to do nothing. So if you want engagement, ask questions. Otherwise, I'm literally just going to click buttons and type. How do I? Sick. Got the link. See you later, Pete. Whoop. Just finding the link to the Instagram. There we go. Don't know if that works. Does it work? Yeah, it does. If you have any questions, please let me know. Sick. Sorry for the double tag, everyone. It's a bit weird referring to myself in third person, but obviously, if people aren't watching this, they won't know, so no stress. If you know what I'm talking about, you would have seen those notifications come through. How you going, Will? Good to see you, mate. Good to hear from you. No, not live on TikTok because of because we don't have any accounts that currently have enough followers because we have too many banned. What are you talking about, Riley? I can't see your message to Sarah about something disappearing unless I'm blind. G'day, Tim. Steve, join the live. Good work. Steve's been BOG for the company over the past 2 months. It's been good. Nath, are you a Platinum Squad member, Riley, or nah? Riley. Yeah, if that's happened, man, obviously getting your accounts banned or getting an account banned is obviously going to happen sometimes. Just because you have really good defense doesn't mean you're going to sustain 100% of your accounts. But the key is to be able to balance everything and find a way to keep making enough profit while still remaining sustainable. And then there's obviously other pathways to add on top of that as well, which have now been activated as of the last 12 months. So feel free to, if you've lost your lad, it's not the end of the world. There's plenty of other bookies to take advantage of. But yeah, maybe have a review of your patterns and see if you can identify anything that is the reason why you got banned as per the course content. Heath, is it okay to DM you after? I'm looking to get back into it. Was a member of the old Trumpies tips back in the day, looking at doing platinum. Yeah, I mean, feel free to DM the system AUS Instagram whenever you want, man. But what I will say to you and challenge you is, what are you looking at? Like, why haven't you joined platinum now if you've been around the community for 2 years? Like, if you haven't done it now, you kind of need to ask yourself, what are you thinking about? What do you need to look at to actually join? What my best advice for you would be, and anyone else who's probably on this stream watching will tell you, is just literally join platinum and do it. Like, don't like think about it, because thinking about it ain't going to help you. So if you've got the funds there and you have the ability to join the platinum squad, which is currently 1,097, do that. Get yourself in there, because I guarantee you, from that butterfly effect of deciding to join, you're then going to force yourself to actually take action. Whereas now you've actually thought about it for 2 years and you haven't actually taken action. So get it done. Ask us whatever you want. Obviously, if you've got other considerations that you need to consider, but reality is the best people in this community, they don't think about things. They just get it done and move on. And that's why there's people that have come in and, like, Fudge makes 50K in his first 12 months, is now having 20K months with Lenny. Like, he didn't get there from luck. He got there from literally learning as much as he can. The guy had $2,000 to his name at 18, no, 4,000. He invested 2K. He spent 1,100 on the course to jump in the community, and now he's making 20K months. It's like, well, other people join and they never make $1,000 because they just give up because they don't have the patience. So it's like, get shit done, man, and expose yourself and give yourself the highest chance of actually achieving the best with match betting by forcing yourself to adapt. I'm a big believer in, like, if you want to get something done, just get it done. Don't fucking think about it, ask questions. Just make yourself have the highest chance of getting to where you want to go. Hopefully that helps. But yeah, still send a DM whenever you want. If they took away your horse promos, you might actually not be banned. You might just be, like, not offered horse promos, because Ladbrokes aren't really offering site-wide promos anymore for horses. They're more so tailoring them to like personalized promos. So if you go into your section on your Ladbrokes website and it says nothing available right now, most likely you're banned. But if you've just got no horse promos, it might be just a way in which they're marketing to you. So that might not be an actual ban. Morning, Wayne on YouTube. Good to see you, mate. You're a legend. You've obviously been a huge value to the community since you've come in over the past month. So good work. If anyone's watching on YouTube, how is the sound? Because I am using this mic. I don't know if it's echoey or what it is, but let me know if you're watching this on YouTube, how it sounds. G'day to everyone jumping in. G'day, Nathan Vandershoot, obviously a long-term Platinum Squad member who obviously changed your life from match betting. So great stuff. Being one of the members that joined way back in 2021. 2020 even. YouTube's frozen. Is it actually? G'day, IW. I won't say your full name because obviously keep your identity private. Yeah, cool. Awesome. YouTube's working well. If you're watching this on Instagram, I am live on YouTube as well. If you want to chuck it on while you're, I don't know, getting your day set up for following, please do so. Maybe easier than Instagram, but also you can watch the live after this if you don't want to watch it now. All right. If you have any questions, please ask them. I'm going to get some work done while I am on the live. So I've got a little standing desk set up here. It's a bit messy at the moment, but I will flip my camera around on YouTube, on Instagram, and show you what it looks like, because I am very impressed with what I've built here. Shout out to Secret Lab for not supplying it. I paid for it, but yeah, this is my setup here. So it's definitely helped my productivity, and I've got a secret lab chair as well. So thanks. But yeah, their product is elite. It's helping me get way more shit done. Can't stay long. Welcome to all the new boys. Plenty of little nuggets you can pick up throughout the day. Just absorb and pick up as much as you can. Can't wait to get involved in Platinum. Awesome stuff, Sammy, on YouTube. What's your situation, Sammy? Have you gone through the free course? Have you what's holding you back from joining? Are you waiting to save money? Like what's your situation? If you wanted to share, if not, all good. G'day, Chris. When backing chuck this question in the wait, are you a horse system member, Chris? Marley, g'day, mate. Marley, I apologize, man. Your message on the Road to 150K channel, I have not managed to get to yet, but I know you are heading away, so I have not prioritized that, getting back to you. Chris, are you a horse system member or not? Because if you are, ask that question in the Discord, because it's better if other people in the community actually see this as well. And then you can obviously ask them and get them to answer. Great advice, Geordie. Love the podcast. Being on Spotify for picking up the nuggets. Nice. No stress. Good work, Marley. You're going to be a weapon. I literally cannot wait for you to be part of the mentorship program. I know you're going to join. It's going to be a little bit of a battle because I know you're going overseas and you're going to literally spend every cent that you have, quote by you. But I know for a fact you'll find your way in there once you're back. So it's going to be cool. Yeah, nice. Are you a horse system member, Chris, or no? If you're not a horse system member, I'll tell you the answer. The answer is use fixed odds, but I still want you to write it in there. The reason why you'd use fixed odds is because it's like almost impossible. It is impossible to hedge on tote or whatever because you don't know what the market's going to actually start at. Yeah, free course heaps of times. I rinse the YouTube pods daily. Haha, I've been a plumber for ages, but got sick of the job that I hate. So made a jump into an industry I like that has a very low pay. Will pay more after a while. Just got to cop it for a while. So I'm just saving as soon as I have the money I'm in though. Yeah, sick. That's awesome, Sammy. You probably haven't seen a podcast that is not on the YouTube. It's on the old YouTube, the Platinum Squad YouTube, that many people don't know exists. It's an interview that was filmed with my best mate. And if you're someone watching this YouTube or live or Instagram, whatever, if you follow him on Instagram, he's called the Coffee Chief. He's my best mate. He started a coffee van in a horse float. And he basically was an electrician. He was earning good money, probably earning 6 figures per year comfortably, and then decided that he fucking hated it at like 29 maybe. He's literally 2 months older than me. Quite similar story to me in a sense of like realized I didn't like what I was doing. And I sat down with him probably like a month after he started the coffee trailer. And the interview is actually on YouTube. If you search... I'd have to find it. Hang on. If you search the Coffee Chief on YouTube, you probably will find the interview. Yeah, external guest number 4, the Coffee Chief. Quitting your job to earn $18 an hour and chase a passion. It was filmed probably about, I reckon almost a year and a half ago now. But it's a really good interview to give you some perspective on if you want to quit your job. That's someone you can use as an inspiration. I just put it in the comments of the YouTube chat. G'day, Shawnee. Awesome stuff, Chris. Keep going through the content and do not waste the resource that you have with your personal coach that you get as part of the horse system, because they're either Max or Harry are going to put you in a position Awesome. Someone just joined Platinum. Great stuff. Angus, it seems. Platinum Squad members are flocking in. Since we've revamped the business and we've got sort of Max and Fudge on the calls, myself, Tom, and Steve are working more on the business to fix up a lot of stuff. We've seen a massive influx in Platinum members. This week, I think we've had like 16. Last week, we had 13. Week before was like 14. So we're looking at like 50 to 60 per month consistently now, and that should get closer towards 100 as we start to get more content out. And the reason why it's so valuable is the fact that we've ticked over, like we flew through 1,000. We're now close to 1,130. And it's just going to get more and more valuable in that Discord community. So nowadays it's like, well, yeah, great. The course is fantastic. It helps you. But like the Discord itself adds like another bomb. Like it's all well and good that the course is awesome. Like it's going to help you. But probably 2 years ago, it was just course. Now it's like course, and then you've got the added bomb of the community. And the more people join, the more weapons join, the more brain power you've got in there. The more people are in there, the more your shit's going to come up. And it's pretty cool to see what's been built over the past 6 months. Credit to Lenny and James who built that new Discord. And yeah, it's been huge. So, and credit to obviously everyone joining and providing that value. We can't provide the same value as 1,100 people can, or 1,200 or 2,000 people. That's going to be within 12 months. I would be shocked if it doesn't hit 2,000 by 12 months time. So yeah. Just have to add Max is a gun. Yeah, man, he's a full-on weapon. He's been honestly one of our, I don't like to say this, favorite team members. He's been around since 2 years ago. He started off as an 18-year-old. He actually won a free month to the horse system when he turned 18. And since then, he's made 85K with us. He stopped doing the match betting to the high level he was before. And now he's hammering calls, DMs, and he loves it. He loves helping people. If I could share our Slack channel and screen record now, I'd show you a message he sent this week about someone's life's being changed. He's like, fuck, it's nice to read this. And it's kind of like he understands why we do this as well, because it is rewarding to kind of hear those messages. Maxi is absolutely worth my weight in gold. Yeah, that's sick. Legend, appreciate it. Content of late has been unreal. Keep up the good work, lads. Yeah, no, we appreciate it, man. We're trying very hard to make our content better. It wasn't terrible, but it's a bit tacky. Maybe a year ago, it's still going to we look back on this in a year's time, it'll be shit house. So it's always going to keep improving, hopefully. So appreciate the feedback. All right. Okay, Lenny, Gav. If you're not a platinum member, or even if you are a platinum member, if you're not in our Discord, please join it and head to the Platinum Goals channel. I'll put the link, man. This is going to be so valuable to people in like a year or even in a month. It already is super valuable. Like people, basically, we've created this little thing where when you join Platinum, you want to chuck your basically your goals and why you joined the Platinum Squad and what your 12 months goals are in this channel, and reading everyone's goals one after the other and why they came here and who they are and stuff is pretty cool to read. We only started the channel a month ago, but if you go in there and read it, it's fucking awesome. And credit to anyone who's actually put their goals in there. If you're not a Platinum member, you can't write in there, but once you do, like I'll just read one that's just come through now. Hey all, I'm Adam, 26-year-old. I've been Platinum for 3.5 months, so I thought I'd share my goals and how they've changed since joining. My betting history is pretty minimal. When I turned 18, I'd placed the typical muggy Hail Mary, NBA, AFL multis, but I was quick to stop when I watched too many mates lose a lot of money. I'm pretty tight with my cash, so I didn't want to go down the same path. Since then, I wouldn't have placed more than 3 bets a year. I won't give away his occupation. I work in the industry, manage a team that breeds, raises, and researches this. Goals. When I spoke to Tom prior to joining Platinum, I said my goal was to make 10K in my first 12 months. Fast forward 3.5 months, and my goals and mindset have completely shifted. I no longer have a figure that I'm aiming for. My goal now is to continually learn from this community, absorb all the content that I get my hands on, grow my bankroll and operation, and to dedicate myself to this long term. The profit will come if I focus on these things. I've been in the horse system for 4 weeks, and I spent the 4 weeks prior to that doing the sports and horse methods. Currently, I sit at 1.5K profit, with last week being my most profitable at just under 400. I'm also waiting eagerly for the next sports system intake. Excited to see how much I can learn and grow, not only in match betting, but in life as a whole. Extremely grateful that the Instagram algorithm led me to this community. That's fucking sick. Honestly, that's elite. And that's what we've built. Like, we don't want people to just talk about profit. And he's right. If he focuses on all the other shit, the profit will just come as a byproduct of that. So good work on taking on that messaging. I'm sure he's not watching this, but if anyone else listening to that, that's the exact mindset of being successful here. Yeah, he does sound like a weapon. All right, question on YouTube. Is Betfair key to match betting? Sports bet tab always end in minor loss. I'm not sure what you mean by the loss bit. Yes, Betfair is definitely something that you need to know and understand if you're going to be the best match better that you can be. And it is part of the stepping stone to get to the highest level, is understanding how Betfair works, understanding how to use it, and understanding how to milk the most out of that as a tool. Obviously, they're not a retail bookmaker. They don't care how much you win or lose. But if you don't know what you're doing, you can lose a lot of money on Betfair. And unfortunately, a lot of people have lost money who come to us who haven't yet joined the Platinum Squad, or they make an error, whatever. So yes, the key to match betting is a lot of it. Yes, you do need to know Betfair. I don't understand the bit about sports bet and tab always ending in a minor loss. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if you're match betting or you're gambling. What I'd suggest, if you're still watching, Charlie, is to go through our free course. And the same goes to anyone else who has no clue what this is. Do our free course, book a free call. Quite simple. From there, we'll tell you exactly what to do next. We make it as easy as possible for you to understand, so that you don't have to waste any thinking or fuck around trying to work shit out. Free course, free call. 2 simple steps. Then the rest will sort itself out. Good day, everyone on Instagram as well. Obviously, I'm live also on YouTube. So if you want to go sus YouTube, it's there. YouTube is 17 viewers, less activity. Good day to Santiago. You ready for some bonus conversions? Today's the day. Yeah, nice. Great stuff. J-Mac, I haven't got back to your message, man, in that Road to 150K channel. I was actually, I won't say it. I won't say I was, no, I'll send you a message when I get a chance. I just seen a message. You meant with real money match betting, never really seen a profit made. Yeah, so Charlie, that's because you don't know how to use the promotions that are being offered to you. You need to either finish the free course and join the platinum squad, or you're literally going to go around in circles trying to work shit out on your own. Like, man, this is okay. I made a video this week. I don't think it's on YouTube yet, but I basically used an analogy. I said, if you gave an account, let's say just a sports bet account, to someone who has never done match betting or knows what it is, so a mug better, that sports bet account is worth nothing to that person because they're just going to lose money, right? So there's 4 stages to this. You give a sports bet account to the gambler, they lose money. You give a sports bet account to a free course member, they're probably going to know how to turn a bonus over, but they're still not going to know how to make money. That's you right now, clearly, because you don't know how to use the promos to make money, right? The third person is a platinum member. You give the sports bet account to a platinum squad member, they're probably going to make 10K a year off it, right? You give a sports bet account to a mentorship member, and they're going to know how to make way more money than that. And you give, basically what that means is like an account that I give to, or an account is worth way more to people who know how to use the accounts more, who are more skillful and are more experienced. So the more you know how to use these accounts, the more you can get out of them. So yeah, like by learning more, your account value goes up. And the same goes with time. The more efficient you get as a match better, the more hourly rate goes up as a match better by you knowing more. So that's kind of what I can tell you. Like clear as day, you have no idea what to do with match betting. Full respect. Like if you don't know how to make money off the promos, you need to go back to school somehow and or pay for the education that's provided to you. That's what the Platinum Squad teaches you. It teaches you how to make money without bonus bets that I've got from deposit matches. There are many other methods that you can use, horse promo method, or you can join something like the horse system that does it for you, sports system, things like that, where we're making money off ongoing bets rather than just being like, oh, deposit matches, I don't get them all the time. I don't get bonus bets. So how do I make money? Or you only get bonus bets from losing bets. No, if you know how to make money off existing promos and ongoing promos, that's where the value as a match better gets. And as someone said below you, there is a process to all this that works and has been done for a long time. Cost far outweighs the amount you learn and earn. I don't know. Correct. I think he means that the cost is like not like the cost is nothing basically compared to what you learn. G'day, Jake. Jake Con. I was going to post our call, Jake, because I never got around to editing it back in Feb before I was going to Japan. But I never got around to it. But good to see you anyway. That's elite, Wemby. Bit cold. It is a bit cold in Melbourne, but I like wearing this hoodie anyway. Like it's something my sister bought me, so it's a nice one to just wear around the house when I'm working. What's going on today? I'm basically just working here. I've been on the live for 45 minutes, 35, and I haven't done a single bit of work because obviously you guys and girls are keeping me engaged. So not productive, but at least hopefully someone can learn from anything that's talked about in the live. Hey, I don't know who that is. Say what? Oh, yeah. Jason, how you going, mate? I just clicked on your profile. I know who you are. G'day, mate. It's cold here in Brisbane as well. Yeah. Take that one, Wemby. Unless he's in the Gold Coast and the magical temperature's gone up from Brisbane to Gold Coast. Also, for anyone watching, I've got a question for the audience. I know there's not a huge audience right now. I'm just going to turn my notifications off my phone because they're pissing me off. I've got a question. We have 8 viewers on Instagram and 14 on YouTube. So we're talking about huge numbers here. Joking. The question is, do you people, guys, girls, want to hear more about the business and see more back-end business content, or do you not give a fuck? Because personally, I've been posting a lot of shit on my personal Instagram that has been more focused on that. More focusing on, like, I don't know, the mindset, what goes on behind the scenes in the business. If you tell me, like, do you want to see that, or do you not give two shits? Because that's where I want to go with my personal brand, and I want to talk more about that because I think it's quite interesting personally. But I mean, I'm going to post it anyway, regardless of all your opinions. But I just want to know what that content is kind of perceived as. Is it like useless? Like, do you like it? Are you interested in it? Do you not care? Or if you have any other things that you want to see more of in our content, I'm kind of head of content. So I'm always listening to the audience and trying to learn from what they want, and also trying to understand the consumer, I guess. More content, the better. Yeah, Jake, nice. Business is interesting. Cool. For those of you who aren't following me on Instagram, definitely follow me on Instagram because I do post a lot of shit. And I've kind of got to the point now where I actually don't give a fuck what people think, especially on Twitter. I cop a lot of hate on Twitter, but I don't care. And I kind of just leverage the hate. I probably do spend too much time in the comments on Twitter. But at the same time, I think a lot of people are coming across to our brand reading that stuff. Not that I ever get personal with anyone, but we do cop a lot of hate. So yeah, I've been posting a lot of it on there as well as on my personal Instagram. I do eventually want to make my own YouTube, but right now not a priority. I have like 4 months of content posted or saved on a GoPro that I want probably someone to eventually pull apart and make, because I think it'd be a cool, I don't know, vlogging the last 6 months or so of this business. But I don't know if anyone actually wants to see that rubbish. Some people might think I'm too self-absorbed. But yeah, I find it interesting. I love seeing people's businesses and behind the scenes, always trying to learn. Member visits are elite. Cool. Yes, business, but love that you would post it anyway. Yeah, sick. I enjoy learning about the business just to see how fast it's growing and expanding. Yeah, cool. For context, I don't know if any of you know, but as of probably like 2.5 months ago, Steve has probably been responsible for taking, I guess, this business in a completely different direction, allowing it to be way more scalable and growing faster, because previously we're pretty much a shambles. We're probably just 3 really hard-working individuals who I've personally never worked for anyone. I wouldn't have a fucking clue how a normal company works. Steve has probably got the best idea because he's worked in banks, and then Tom also has worked in things. So I'm more of a like get shit done, grind, fucking no structure, which obviously has its cap. Tom is a bit of a mix, and then Steve is more of a very structured operator where he like actually systemizes things. And to be honest, since we've had a pretty ruthless discussion start of this year, lots of fights, lots of fucking blues, like full on fights that probably most people wouldn't actually know happens. We've hated each other. Like it's fully elite now though, that we're all on the same page. And we also met with like a business mentor, a couple of business mentors, and completely changed direction of the whole business now. And it's fucking sick. Allowing people to come into the team and actually bring them on board has allowed us to work more on the business rather than being stuck inside the business. And if you're stuck inside the business as an entrepreneur, as people, owners, whatever, you can't grow. Like you're literally doing things that are low leverage. And we want to be doing the high leverage tasks. So that's something we're constantly getting better at. So there's a little insight. I don't know if that's interesting to anyone. What's happening to Free Money Friday? Yeah, that's a good question. We've kind of parked it at the moment because we've just been too consumed by a lot of other stuff. But we will endeavor to get that back up eventually. It's clear to see this is a heart and soul business that you've all poured everything into, and so exciting to see it growing like it's being in day one of Bitcoin. Yeah, okay. Should post more business related content. I love that shit. Yeah, there's definitely an audience for it, I think. So appreciate that. But again, our business content, like I don't want to come across as like we are the fucking business gods because we've done fuck all compared to actual people who are good at business. So I don't know. There's a bit of not imposter syndrome there, but there's a bit of like, I don't want to come across as a business expert. I just want to come across as someone who's vlogging their business. And that's kind of a little bit of a tough one because not that it matters, but e.g. post something on Twitter and someone might say, look at these guys. They're now trying to be financial advisors and business experts. And it's like, man, like we don't claim to be that, but like if you want to see what's going on in our business, I'm going to vlog it and post it. So whatever, someone else can hopefully learn from it that finds it interesting. But you're always going to get hate. So whatever. Move on. Yeah, it's just noise. Correct. It's actually, yeah, it's funny because as more people, as you grow, the negative feedback changes. It's weird. Like at the start, we copped a lot of "you're a scam," this is bullshit, and then people obviously now can't say that because like you'd have to be like, I don't want to say that, but you'd have to be a fucking, I won't say the word, but you'd have to have no brain to know that this doesn't work. Honestly, that's a bit harsh, but yeah. It's to the point now where it's like, well, does match betting yes work? Of course it is. Then the hate changes to, well, oh, if it worked, why do you have to charge people for it? If you're helping people, like it's like, shut up. Like that's not how the world works. If we didn't charge people, we wouldn't have a team of 20 plus that's expanding. And then it goes to like other things. So it's like there's always going to be different. You can't really spend too much energy and time on it. But it's so fascinating for me personally. A lot of people think like, why do you talk so much about like haters and stuff like that? It's like, because I actually I love studying humans and why they do things. And it fascinates me why people like do certain things. So yeah. Okay, here we go. Good question. I like the member podcast visits and calls more than inside the business, but that's just me. Yeah, that's fine. Not everyone's going to like the same thing. We can do both. All right, cool. Gary has asked, how realistic is it to actually make 10 to 20,000 per month? How do you actually scale match betting? Good question. Now, Gary, there is a video that is on our YouTube and it's called something around 30K a month. It's literally a video. I made it. It took a month to make. It only goes for 13 minutes. The reason why it took a month to make, fucking hell, why is my keyboard working? Is because, there we go. Is because it got a lot of effects and animations added to it, excuse me, that made it pretty cool to watch and much more engaging. And I'm going to post it in the comments if I can find it, it was posted 10 days ago. It says making 30K per month match betting. So if you search that, you will find that video. And I literally explain how it's possible. That is what the video is. So I've just put it in. Fucking hell. There's like a lag on my keyboard. But I've posted it 3 times. There we go. Someone wrote, it's very realistic. It doesn't happen overnight though. Need knowledge, which you can spend time to learn or spend money to fast track. Yeah. I mean, that's spoken by someone who's actually making 20K per month, literally below you. And he has a podcast that he's been with us. He's been working with Lenny now for 3 months, maybe. If you want J2G, are you like willing to share how much you're making, or you want to keep that private? Because you did say you wanted to make 6 figures when you jumped on our podcast in March. You wanted to make 6 figures in the next 12 months. Full transparency, a lot of people don't believe that. So are you actually on the track to do that? Because I think Lenny messaged me the other day and he said, quote, I'll let you respond first. Do you want me to talk about you? Yes or no? Because I'll tell everyone what he said about you in a second. You don't know this. Yeah, talk. Okay. Let me find the message because give me a sec. It was something along the lines of, you've clocked it, and you're about to have consistent. I can't find it. He said something along the lines of like, you've clocked it and you're about to have like consistent 20K months. I don't know why I can't find it. Lenny sent it in our chat. Yeah, there we go. Said J2G clocked it, 20K a month now. That's what he wrote. It was pretty cool to read that on, when was that? Monday. So good work. G'day, Sam. Now, in terms of the question above, Gary, did you hear that, Gary, or no? Are you still listening? Because basically what you said, yes, you would be scaling accounts. You need to, if you're going to make 10 to 20K a month, the elephant in the room here is, yes, you need multiple accounts. Obviously, people who are making that money, we're not saying they're doing it on their own set of accounts. Like, let's be clear here. But that's what the profit formula video, which was made, how to make 30K a month, or what's the making 30K per month match betting. If you put that into YouTube, you will find the video. Yeah. Elite. Full transparency, my first month was a negative one. I was brute forcing and doing too many things. Once I recalibrated, I had my first 7K weekend. Yeah. And that's fine. Like, the way the mentorship program is, it's very meticulous and tedious, and you need to learn a lot of shit that's more advanced than what's in plan, way more advanced, like shit that is kind of like another world. And this is like something that is quite interesting. I match bet for 7 years, right? I lived off it, made 300K, not a huge amount of money. It's only an average of about 50K per year or just under in that period. And it was very like sporadic for me. I wouldn't match bet like full time, like the top members are doing. When I say full time, I mean like 15 hours a week. I would do it on and off for like a 3-month period, and then I'd stop for 6 months. So I made 300K doing that. In hindsight, if I knew what I did now, I would have made, honestly, I don't even want to say because people won't believe it. And to be honest, I got a lot of hate this week on Twitter saying this. I said I would have made 2 to 3 million if I knew what I did now during the period that I only made 300K. And I've said now that I could make a lot more per week, and people hated it all week, copped a lot of hate about it. And it's like, well, if you made so much money, or if you could make so much money, why don't you just vlog it? And why don't you just do it? And why don't you just fucking prove to everyone wrong? No, I don't care what people think about whether it's real or not. The people who want to learn it will come across and actually want to learn it, and it gets taught to them. So for me, it's like, well, a lot of the stuff that Lenny's teaching is like foreign to someone who match bet for 7 years and made 300K. Now, I don't claim to know everything about match betting, never have. But for someone to not know half the shit that Lenny's teaching these people, like a 20-year-old's teaching these people now, what I wasn't able to actually discover doing this and making 300K. So that proves to you that even if you make a lot of money match betting, you still know fuck all a lot of the time compared to what you could know. So it's like always chase more upside and learn more from people that are better than you. And that's what I wouldn't have said 4 years ago, because I would have been arrogant and said, fuck you, I know everything. But nowadays it's like, well, no, that's wrong. You can never know everything. There's always going to be someone that's better than you. So take the upside, learn from them. Thoughts on Surge promo? I wouldn't know what promo you're talking about, Luke, but feel free to elaborate. Yeah, awesome stuff. Patiently waiting for the opportunity to jump in the mentorship. Got a lot more to learn first. Elite. I have a new Sportsbet account been priming for 8 days now, automatically just being hit down from 25. Why is that? Sal, are you a Platinum Squad member or not? Nope. Yeah. This would be answered if you could chuck that in the Discord, man. You'd probably get that answered pretty quickly. Unfortunately, man, what I'd recommend is to either ask yourself why you're not in there yet, and take advantage of the education around defense and sustainability. That would sort that problem out pretty quickly. But unfortunately, there's a lot of variables that can determine why that's happened. But probably what I can hear from the way you're speaking is that you probably haven't got the full amount of education required for sustainability to be high level, to understand. And you may even fully not understand what we do, just from your next question. What type of Discord is this, like match betting helping group? So clearly you don't know what we do, which is fine. Obviously, that's just you probably just coming across this page. I don't know. What I'd suggest you do, Sal, is to go through our free course, which you can find on any of our descriptions of any of the videos. The free course is on thehustlersquad.com. Annoying, confusing for a consumer, but we have two websites. We are merging into one. We are officially branded as the system now, but all of the educational content when it comes to match betting is on the Hustler Squad website. Annoying, but that's what it is. So go to there, do the free course. I know a lot of it, if you already are match betting, maybe revision, but there'll be shit there. You'll be like, okay, cool. That makes sense. That makes sense. This makes sense. Then from there, we have a paid course and community, which is called the Platinum Squad. That has 15 to 20 hours worth of paid educational video content, which includes 4 modules. Those 4 modules start off with mindset, psychology, money management, discipline, emotional control, going into defense and sustainability, explaining how to minimize your chances of getting banned, how to sustain your accounts, how to set up your accounts. Then that moves into sport promos, how to use them, moves into horse promos and Betfair, and then moves into more advanced stuff where you're talking about like how to get bonus turnover above 80, above or to 80%, how to get bonus turnover, use promos without gambling on the ongoing promos. And then there's further things like the sports system and the horse system that you can join to complement the knowledge that you learn in Platinum, as well as that 1,100 people in a Discord. That's more valuable than obviously probably the course now, even though the course is very high level education. So when you're combining all that stuff together, you basically are going to have way more knowledge when it comes to your match betting and give yourself higher chance of making more money, knowing exactly what to do, essentially leveraging our experience, skills, and knowledge over the past decade, as well as all the people in that Discord. So yeah, sorry for the Platinum spiel there. But yeah, if you want to find that, also if you don't want to jump straight into Platinum, jump into our free course and then book a free call. Yeah, okay. I gathered you were fully brand new to this just from your second question. Honestly, I don't know how the live came across on my YouTube, but we'll do all that you told me now so I can find this on your channel. Awesome, man. It sounds like you are someone who is pretty switched on just from the way you're writing, and I would dare say that you will be very successful with match betting. Don't ask me how I can identify that, but I can see it from the way you write that you will be good just from vibes. Sorry, it was not Gary, it was Jerry. Sorry, Jerry, before I called you Gary. I understand there is a defense and sustainability, but once your accounts go, is it game over? Do you guys have methods to continually get new accounts? When you say that, Jerry, I want you to ask. Sorry, I have a question for you. How long do you think an account should last? Because I want to kind of hear what a person outside of Platinum Squad kind of perceives an account to be like. What lifespan of an account do you think? That I've butchered that, but you get what I'm saying. How long do you think an account should last? Just from your perspective. Someone wrote, I've been reading into this a bit. Do you reckon promos will end anytime soon, depending on the state gambling laws? It's a funny one because last year there were people lining up once there was a parliamentary inquiry to tell us that we have to go work in retail, apparently, because we're not going to have a business anymore. But obviously, we kind of laughed at that internally because we know our business bats a lot deeper than the promos, and there's a lot more bigger plans for this brand to go outside of betting, but that's fine. In terms of this question, there's a lot that would have to happen for promos to get deleted, right? There's a lot of legislations that have to get taken. There's a lot of sponsorships that have to get fucked over. There's a lot of money that's going to get lost from deals. So I'm a very contrarian thinker, but also a logical thinker, right? So people probably would call me a conspiracy theorist, and I don't like when people use that word, because when you call someone a name that's subjective, you essentially remove your ability to prove to yourself that you can actually critically think and logically pull apart that person's opinion. If you call someone a subjective adjective, as I like to say, then you are literally admitting that you are basically personally attacking them instead of listening to what they have to say. But going back to what I'm talking about, personally, I don't think that it will happen because of how much money is being made by the taxes of the government. Governments make millions off this shit because of the tax that the bookies pay to the government. So for the promos to be deleted, it would make sense logically that it should decrease turnover, which means that you would decrease the profit being made off the promotion, off the gambling. So therefore, it is not smart for the government to remove promos if they want to make more money. So for me personally, it's like, well, yeah, great. All these people want to like delete promos and all this shit, but like reality is money talks. And if you look at the AFL are making a cut off AFL gambling turnover through Sportsbet, indirectly through their sponsorships. And like, that is fucking sad. Like the AFL is making money off gamblers' losses through literally deals that have been set up. And the ex-AFL CEO, Gil McLaughlin, has obviously been responsible for a lot of that. And now he's obviously not part of it. And funnily enough, he's now gone and become TAB CEO as of this week or whatever. So it's like, connect the dots, follow the money, and you'll probably work out a lot of the time how shit happens in the world. But I don't want to go down too much of a rabbit hole here. I'd probably would be more comfortable talking about this on my own profile rather than the systems brand. But I'm someone who's definitely an alternative thinker, and I don't believe half the shit that I see most of the time. I don't watch news. I haven't watched it for fucking 6 years. It's fully fucked. Turning it on is like almost makes me sick. Seeing what shit gets thrown at you. And half the time, if you stay out of that stuff and you actually learn to think for yourself, you can work out pretty quickly how fucking easily people get manipulated just from like repetitive hypnotic psyops half the time. And I'm not claiming to be knowing everything, but sometimes people have to think and a lot of people don't think. And as a result, they just get like bought into whatever the agenda that was brought onto them. Yeah, going a bit off topic there. But yes, I do not think that the promos will be going anywhere anytime soon. And if they did, well, there's always going to be opportunity because we'll like, yeah, there's always opportunity if you want to make it. JTG said, I'm a cutie. I don't appreciate being flirted with on YouTube. I've got a fiance. She's making me breakfast downstairs. My concern is I take the time to learn this game, and then once my accounts go, it will become increasingly difficult to match bet. Jerry, okay, that's somewhat valid. But what I will say is this: if you were to get all of your accounts banned, Jerry, I would say that you would make 20K. If you were to be aggressive in the next 12 months, you would make 20K before that happens. And what will happen after you make 20K is that you will find a way to keep match betting. And this is what a lot of the members in our community have been faced with. And previously, as of until 12 months ago or 9 months ago, we didn't have a pathway once that happened. And now we do. And there's other methods and other ways in which you can broaden your horizons and actually still keep match betting. So what I would focus on, Jerry, is actually focus on actually making the money first, going through the funnel of learning match betting, going through the community, learning all this shit, and then deal with that problem once you've made 10 or 20K. Because right then, you'll then have the tools, the knowledge, the experience, the leverage of the community to then know where to go next. Whereas now, doesn't sound like you've made money or you don't have much experience with match betting. So although your concerns are valid, it's like, well, I can't find an analogy that I'm trying to work out here. The analogy I'm trying to say is like, okay, well, it's like, what if I can't run 3 kilometers in 10 minutes? What if I run 3 kilometers in 10 minutes and then I do my hamstring? It's like, well, focus on running 3 kilometers in 10 minutes first and then work out what happens when you do your hamstring. Right now, you haven't run 3 kilometers in 10 minutes. You're running it in 20. So get to 10 first, and then you'll work out what to do next. That's my advice. Hopefully that makes sense. Good day to everyone on Instagram. I'm also live on YouTube. So if you are watching on Instagram, head over to there. Good day, Cole. How's it all going for you, Cole? I know you're a platinum member as of about 3 weeks ago. Okay, next one. Just went on your YouTube page, can see the free course horse system and Discord link. I'm going to go through the free course after this live, but I was more looking into sports system. Where can I find it? So Sal, good work. As I said, I do see you as a high level potential here, and the way you write again, proven right. The sports system is only available to Platinum Squad members, and currently it's closed. It's capped at 50 members per group, and we have 4 groups. Each of those groups gets a set of different tips to avoid linkage. We could be more aggressive and not give a fuck and post it to the whole world and allow 1,000 members to join. We got called greedy this week on Twitter, but if we were greedy, trust me, we wouldn't have 200 members in that sports system. We'd have 500 to 1,000. And the reason why we're not greedy is because we want to give the people who are part of the Platinum Squad the opportunity. And to this point, we haven't opened that up to the public. So it is a Platinum Squad only product or service. And the reason for that is what I just explained. So the reason why it's platinum only is because it requires a higher level of understanding of Betfair and turning over bonuses. It requires a higher level of understanding about mindset, emotional control, variance, discipline, all that stuff. And it also requires you to have a higher level of sustainability and defense on your account. So those and bankroll. So those 3 to 4 reasons there are why it's only a Platinum Squad product. And I would encourage you to learn match betting fundamentals first: the defense, the sustainability, the emotional control, the mindset. Something tells me that you're not a gambler just from the way you write. So I don't have any concern about your mindset or discipline. I think you're someone who just wants to learn how to do this. And I think the way you think probably would be helped if you go through the free course and then get yourself into the Platinum Squad. And then from there, you'll have an understanding about where to go next. Then if you jump into the horse system, you'll get a personal coach as part of your subscription, which is a cheat code. You literally get allocated a personal coach on Telegram who can help you walk you through the process, make sure you understand everything, get you set up, and then slowly build your way into using promotions so that you're not hammering them and getting them banned really quickly. Hopefully that helps. Okay, shit, there's also messages above. Sal, you won't regret it. I'm fairly new to here, and these guys are an absolute gold. Yeah, cheers. 6 to 12 months, I'm thinking, but understand there are multiple bookies you can use to perhaps lessen the chance of getting caught. Yeah, so I put a video out on our YouTube actually yesterday about 3 factors as to how you can sustain your betting accounts. Now, it doesn't teach you anything. Well, it might, but it's actually, I'm posting in the YouTube below in the chat. Watch that video because it actually explains how you can sustain your promos for longer just from thinking logically. I don't know if that's sending on YouTube. Breakfast at noon. Yeah, I've been working this morning. Like JP always tells us, a mistake is an opportunity. If you don't make them, it's hard to grow. Spot on. Yeah, awesome. J2G says this community is more about just match betting. It's mindset, which can never be taken away. Breakfast at noon, 11:45. Let the men sleep in. No, I've actually been up since 5:30, Sal, but I haven't actually eaten yet. That's a good question. How do you look at the promos? Do you think they are staying long term? Will they just adjust to who they give them to, etc.? Yeah, I think if I had to make a judgment, I mean, I don't want to say this because I don't think anyone's watching this if they're a bookie, but if I was bookies, especially the smaller ones, I would be. No, I'm not saying it. No, all good. Leave them for now. Let them be greedy and we'll take advantage, and so will our members. But feel free to message us personally, Sal, and we'll explain what I was going to say. Keen on seeing you join our community, Sal. I reckon you can schedule a call with one of the boys. I'm sure you'll understand why this is a great opportunity. I do not regret it one single second. Yeah, fuck, that's nice. Appreciate that. Fair enough. We'll be joining the Discord regardless to stay in touch so I can get into Platinum once it opens. Also love the idea behind the 4 groups and avoiding linkage. Nah, Sal. So Platinum Squad's open, right? Platinum Squad you can join right now. That's an $1,100 once-off investment into the 20 hours of content and the Discord. The sports system currently is closed. You can't join that, but you can join Platinum Squad whenever you like, and you pay a once-off fee of $1,100. If you jump on a call, you probably get a discount code. You get a once-off fee of $1,100, and then you have lifelong access to the course content, anything that gets added, anything that gets changed, the community forever in terms of the Platinum Squad channels. That's what you get for your once-off fee. So that's your baseline after the free course where you should start. You've then got that knowledge to learn Platinum from all the shit that's required to be the best match better you can. Then you add on the horse system, the sports system. If you want to go to the top level, we have our highest service or product, which is our mentorship program. That's for people wanting to make consistently 10 to 30, 40K a month. That's higher end, but start with Platinum first after you've done the free course. Hopefully that helps. Don't know how that is greedy when you're going out of your way to split 200 people into 4 groups when you could just like spam the bets in one group. Again, this is something. Sorry, I know these comments are probably old as well. That's something that is not understood. When people just hate blindly, they don't actually understand what we do, and they lose. The emotional hate gets to them and they don't actually apply logic to what they're saying and basically lost. So all good. Just been getting some deposit matches and priming, really all good. Good, mate. Just taking it easy. Course is great. Looking forward to getting on horse or sports. The sustainability stuff has been great. Pretty much following anything. Happy to jump on a call. Yeah, nice. Jacko, spoke about you before, mate. Coffee Chief. Thanks. I'll be going through the free course once this live is done. Loving it so far. Honestly, good vibes. Yeah, appreciate it, man. We probably should do more lives, to be honest. I personally think the lives are fucking valuable because they allow us to actually speak. A lot of people don't like when content is like not scripted, but it's like filmed and then posted. in a live, you can actually see someone react in real time, and you can't like fake shit. So people can actually realize that it's real. Um, that's what I've found with lives anyway, and it gives us an opportunity to speak in a different way. Personally, I speak the best. I'm poor at like reading off scripts and making videos that are planned. I'm better at speaking spontaneously and raw. And many of the people who've spoken to me in the channels and personally will know this. So that's why I personally love lives, but I don't do them often enough. But they are fucking awesome because now that we have a bigger audience, people can learn from them and they can get reposted. And it's also like a leverage of content as well. Like right now, this is being filmed on YouTube and it's just going to get posted as soon as it's done. So anyone can watch this and potentially more eyes will get on it and they can learn from this live. And it's kind of like higher leverage content, which is cool. Be right back. Got to take a shower. Nice. You can find me as Maro on Discord, so feel free to ask as many questions as you want. What I will say, Maro, for your own privacy is change your username on YouTube as well. Once I join Platinum, how would I get into the sports system? Good question. It's currently closed. It will reopen probably in summer once the current AFL season has ended. At this current stage, we don't plan to have another intake, but that could change because there are people in your boat that have missed out or have just joined the Platinum Squad and want to be part of that sports system. The sports system also includes a scaling course add-on, which has been kind of silently offered to anyone who has joined sports, and they got that for free. So that has been something that enables people to go to that little extra level when it comes to their match betting and to learn how to basically avoid getting stat decked if you are planning on scaling. It's not a road to 10K a month or anything like that. It is very basic, but it is free as part of the sports system. So that probably is something that is worth, I don't know, 5 or 10K that Steve put together. I think he invested maybe 200 hours into it. Really good course. But again, it's there to complement some of the problems or issues you might come into if you lose 1 or 2 accounts. So it just enables you to have that higher level of spread of your bookies. But yeah, so once you're in the Platinum, you can talk to us and we can tell you when that's going to open up. But I'd recommend focusing on learning the shit first, potentially getting into the horse system before you get into sports. And then once sports opens up, you'll have all that knowledge there ready to go. You'll have all the Betfair understanding. You'll have all the community. You'll have all the layers of knowledge. And yeah, you can take advantage of what you said. Yeah, if you just go into your account, Maro, you'll be able to change your settings. Yeah, cool. Cells on it. Yeah, nice. Good work. It's annoying that it doesn't show the previous messages changing, but all good. Ben says, yeah, with that call, we probably, I don't know if you've had a free call already, but if you haven't had a free call, you can have one, but use the Discord as much as you can. Hey, mate, I've been banned off nearly every bookie promotion. Would I be able to make account and come back into the system or will be? Yeah, no, unfortunately, sorry, if you can hear some animals in the background, there are some guinea pigs that are in this household and they are sounding like they are hungry. Yeah, Ben, with that, man, I would DM us. I'm not going to answer that on the live, unfortunately. DM us, man. But yes, in short, you can. So, okay, how much is the mentorship and what's that based on, sports or horses? Mentorship is not based on anything. Mentorship is basically taking your operation and you work one-on-one with Lenny currently, who's our mentorship coach. Lenny's made 200K off match betting. He's 20. He made that in a year and a half. And he's a fucking crazy human. Like full-on encyclopedia when it comes to betting. And basically, what he's been able to do with the members is he takes what you're doing and pulls it apart and basically tells you exactly what you need to do to achieve your goals. So if you want to make 20K a month, or if you want to make 30K a month, or you want to make 50K a month, he has the tools, he has the knowledge and the experience required to tell you exactly how to do that. So with the mentorship program, you get currently an onboarding meeting for however many people. 98% of the people who've joined so far, that has been in person. So if you go on our YouTube cell, I know you're just brand new to this channel, you'll see a mentorship program playlist. For anyone else watching who hasn't watched the mentorship program vlog, it's an hour and 10 minutes, and it shows you. We went up to the Gold Coast, we onboarded 2 members. Funnily enough, one of them was Maro on that vlog. And basically, a way to show what goes on. Now, in that first meeting, Lenny pulls apart your operation, gets to know you, and or in person, depending on which state you're in, where he'll tell you exactly where to go and how to get to. Some people want to make 5K a month. Some people want to make 30K a month. Whatever it is, he will tell you how to do those things and essentially becomes your coach. It's tailored mentorship. It's you getting told exactly what to do, right? Now, that is sport, that is horses, that is whatever, all right? It's also non-promo stuff, making money without promotions. It's just teaching you how to become the most efficient, the most streamlined operator when it comes to match betting. Now, there's a profit formula that I've been absolutely hammering like over the past month or two to explain to people how people can make that kind of money. What the mentorship focuses on most is efficiency of your profit. As I said at the start of this live, if you give someone a set of accounts who doesn't have a high level of efficiency, knowledge, skill, then they're going to make less compared to someone else with that same set of accounts. Lenny's going to optimize everything in your operation so that you can get the most out of it. And he's also going to progress you faster, learn more shit. And it's just like a cheat code to getting to where you want to go. Like, it's just match betting mentorship. It's what it is. So it's not, is it horses, is it sport? It's how to make the most out of everything you can with it. Hopefully that makes sense. Lenny is a magnificent specimen. Yeah, J2G is a mentor member, so he's working with Lenny. Cheers, Sammy. How good is the live stream while running around to inspections on a Saturday? Nice. How did Lenny level up so fast with his knowledge, natural intellect, or just worked harder than everyone else? That's a really good question. He basically is a different human. Yeah. No, Sal, I'll get to that question in a second. I don't know if you remember what I said at the start, but I could tell you were a weapon from the second message you sent. And that is now more and more confirmed with each message you send. And I guarantee you'll probably join mentorship. So full transparency, once you're in, let us know. Have a call booked with me and we can have a chat about it. It's currently closed as we're revamping it and giving Lenny enough time to work with the big influx that came after the vlog. We had like a lot of members join after the vlog that was posted about a month ago. And since then, we don't want to, I guess, like override Lenny. And we've given those members a chance to actually get onboarded. And to be fair, it's actually already quietened down in terms of like Lenny, you get like as many calls as you want, but the more he speaks to people, the more they need him or the less they need him. So as you progress through the mentorship, like once Lenny has like, let's just say 6 calls with you, you're going to have a really good idea and technically you'd be fine and never speak to him again. But obviously that's not the case. You can speak to him whenever you want. But as the first bit, you're going to get a lot of calls and learning new shit the first month, and then it's going to taper off. Or you can keep doing however many you want a week, whatever. But yeah, in terms of went off topic. In terms of how he learned so fast, combination. It's like, well, if you're wanting to learn all the time, and this is actually discussed, Jerry, if you go into the mentorship program playlist on our YouTube, I encourage you to watch all the videos there because this will get answered through the content. But essentially, a combination of it. He's like speaks to lots of people, always wants to learn more, puts himself into positions where he wants to become the best. Like, bro, he's been pulled out of our community. He booked a call with me randomly. He's like, "Can I call you end of 2022?" I was doing laps. I was doing 1K efforts in pre-season for footy on an oval, right? And Lenny goes, "Hey, can I have a call with you? I want to chat about some shit. I think I can run a sports system for you blokes." And essentially from there, he's from New South Wales. At that point, I think he'd only made about 120K off match betting, maybe 130. This was like, I can't remember the exact date, maybe like October or November of 2022. And he's like, can I put something forward to you? This kid's 18 at the time. And then, or 19. And then I had the call with him, and I'm like to Tom and Steve, this kid needs to work for us and be part of this team. And since then, he got driven down to Vic, lived in my house for 3 weeks, which was a fucking shit show, but all good. And then came in the office and has been with us now for 16 months. And the combination of him learning all the stuff, just being in every single Discord possible and learning from the best people in Australia and just wanting to learn more, in combination with surrounding himself with us. Now, we're not like teaching him the match betting stuff, where we were kind of just teaching him how to talk to people, like being in our community, being in our office. You're going to learn a shit ton being a match betting focused, predominantly business. He learned a fucking shitload. And then since he's been working with so many members in the mentorship program, he's just learning off everything. Like he's fully like, yeah, just adding layers and layers and layers of knowledge, skill, and experience. I call that the stack approach. Humans are like, how much a human knows is basically a formula, which is just a layer of knowledge, skill, and experience. And the more layers you can add to this shit, the more powerful you become. And if you just keep stacking, stack, you can never, ever, ever stop learning more. And if you have that mindset versus I know everything, you're always going to keep stacking. So yeah, not sure if that helps your question. Don't care. Send a multi. I need a 10-legger for me Saturday arvo. That is I think I know who that is. I was going to rinse you, but I think you are not. You are just trolling. But people that are actually serious about that don't realize that they are actually the reason why our community exists. You almost got me, so good work. But I haven't heard from you in a while, but that's a good message. People out there actually write that shit seriously, man. It's fucked. Like, not just people, like 99.5% of punters. Does the mentorship involve a high turnover of sets of accounts? What do you mean by that, David? Because there's a profit formula video which every person needs to watch, because it like literally explains this for you. I'm going to put it in the description. Here, click on that video, David. There's 3 factors that determine how much money you make match betting and how it all works. Now, the people who don't have a good efficiency factor, which is factor 3, will rely on brute force. So yes, they will rely on a high turnover of accounts, right? They just rinse and repeat, and then they'll run into problems. They'll get stat decked. They'll have money lost. They'll have money taken by bookies. They'll get money locked up by bookies. They'll run into issues. They'll have subpar bonus conversion. They'll turn over at 75, 80% when they could be turning over at 100. Their non-promo turnover is going to be negative 10% when it could be 0. It's not as meticulous. It's just brute force. And as a result of that, they leak profit. But obviously, they're still going to make money. So the mentorship is not, hey, get as many accounts as possible and max your unit size. It's very meticulous. It's very strategy-based. It's very focused on like tracking everything, making sure you're getting the most out of your accounts. So no, it does not rely on a high turnover account, but obviously having more access to accounts allows you to go to a higher unit size. Combined with factor 3 efficiency, you then combine bang, bang, you got that. Does that make sense or no? Mason Jag, how are you, mate? Haven't seen you for a while. I don't know if you're still watching. No, you're not. I'll probably have to get off soon. So if anyone has any more questions, John the Baptist, good to hear from you, mate. I'm going to turn this off soon and go to the gym, most likely. But if you have any questions before I jump off, please ask them on YouTube, especially. There's only 4 viewers on Instagram, but we have 20 on YouTube. So if you're watching this and you have not done our free course yet, do the free course. Step 2, book a free call. Step 3, jump into the Discord and join Platinum or whatever. Still remember my first stat deck, followed a sport group guy for a month, like 10 members, and never knew why it happened until today, still frozen. Sal, was that account in your name? Because if it was, you should be able to get those funds back. Hey, have a great day, JP. I'm in robot mode for the rest of the day. Yeah, nice. The horse system obviously has started tipping. Love all the YouTube videos. Going to binge and watch all these helpful videos. So also, I didn't reply to your last message around the 27K. I don't know how old you are. I'd say you're probably like, I'm going to guess like 22 or something. Maybe older. I don't know. If you have 27K right now and you aren't someone that is scared of, yeah, okay. But feel free to message us on Instagram. I'm more than happy to chat to you about this. Or book a free call actually with me. Yeah, 26, 25. Yeah, do the free course, man. Book a call with me. You can't book a free call. Actually, no. Book a free call on the website once you get involved, or in the call link once you've done the free course, and then we can have a chat. I'd like to chat to you. Just in the notes of the free call, write JP said to book with him, because otherwise you won't be able to select me. Just write that on the set more notes when you book the call, and then Max or Fudge or Tom will flag that for me to take. But with that 27K, and I'm sure anyone out there who's actually made a lot of money match betting will echo this, there's no better investment on the planet that you could put that 27K in, assuming that you're not gambling, right? There's just not one that could compound faster than that. That 27K, I think you have the traits, you should be able to make 100 to 200K off that in the next 2 years, minimum. Just from the way you speak and the way you act, I'm certain that you could do that in the next 12 months, but I'm going to say conservatively 24 months. If you have the right guidance, if you have the right mindset, you can get there. And I'm certain, like, just from hearing you, like, reading what you write. So book that call, go through the content, binge on it, and you'll be pretty likely that you'll end up being one of the high earners of the community. I'm almost certain. So, yeah. Making these Saturday morning streams a regular thing? Probably not, but I think they're valuable enough. So maybe, I don't know. There's no plan this morning. I just decided to go live. So, yeah, I was about to buy the house. This is J2G. I was about to buy a house. I bought the mentorship instead. Best decision. That's funny as. Why is it the best decision, man? So, that's elite. That needs to be screenshotted. That's fucking sick. Oh, man. Funny as. Because most people reading that will be like, oh, you fucking idiot. Why would you do that? Buy a house. You can buy a house and fucking buy a house too, but buy the house after you've made 200K match betting. Yo. Yeah. Liquid capital is the key, correct. And ROI, legit. Speaking the language now. Just dead money and debt. I mean, there's obviously upside to buying a house. I personally have not bought one. But I will eventually. But for me, less so now, because I don't really need liquid capital right now. When I was match betting, I did. But I mean, we'll get rinsed because we do. We did a podcast. Actually, I'll put this one for you to watch as well, Sal, because I know you're going to binge. But if you go into our 15-minute playlist, there's a podcast about why we haven't bought houses. None of us have a house in this business. Yeah, no, man, buy a house for sure. But the problem I have with houses is when you buy it and then you can't do anything else. Like this is what we discussed on the podcast that I've linked below. Basically, like when I was match betting, right, I had probably started off with $2,000 when I was 22. I was full time at uni studying osteo in my fourth year, 2014. Came across it, and my inner autism, probably my inner spectrum, came across the obsessive nature that I have. Was like, hang on, if I do that bet and place the other side of that bet with a bonus, I can guarantee money. I was like, what? Then 2 weeks later, I'd made like $2,000. And then 10 weeks later, I'd made 15 grand. And back then it was just a bit different when it came to like sign up offers and promos. And then after like 3 months, I was traveling with my best mate through Europe thinking that we were fucking kings of the world and we'd clocked it at 22. And then I came back and kept doing more, teamed up with Tom. And then that essentially just became my life for the next 5 years, just on and off match betting, not working. Graduated as an osteopath, did that for 3 years and kind of still did my match betting as my main income. Osteo was like 5 patients a week, never hit the tax threshold, never made 18K off my osteo per year. And then made 300K total and sort of did a lot of traveling with that money and got to 2020 and had about 60 or 70K saved and then lost 15K trading Forex because I got bored. Quit osteo because the lockdown stopped it and then realized I hated it, never did it again, created this business, moved on. But like the thing is, the house, if I was to have bought a house in that period, it would have just eaten all my liquid bankroll for match betting. And that 2K that I started with or whatever I had when I was 22 ended up becoming like 150K when I moved that 60K in 2020 to like 150K within like a 5-month period of hammering the promos on the horse system that Steve built. So yeah, that would not be possible if I had a mortgage. And that's kind of leverage of that capital is not comparable in any other investment. So that's why I personally have been against it. But to be honest, I probably should have bought one by now. But because I'm so not confident in what the fuck to do, and I've just delayed, it's kind of like almost like a just avoidance mindset. Means that I'm liquid now, and I could, but I don't know where to and how to and what to commit to. So it's almost like a fear of commitment. So I just delay it. But obviously we're focusing on the business now. So eventually I'll get one. The Australian government loves you. Not me. You're talking about Sal. Nice. How do I get my mates to follow you guys? Everyone just thinks I'm a gambling addict. Ryla, man, what I will say to that is who gives a fuck what people think of you? If you're making money and they're not, and they're thinking that you're losing, or they're losing because they're upset or they're getting angry that you're making money. I mean, 5 years ago, I would have spent a lot of time and energy trying to convince people that this works. But nowadays, it's like, bro, if you don't have the ability to watch a fucking video that explains match betting works, then fucking stay dumb. Honestly, stay ignorant and keep losing because you're providing. If those people are gambling, I don't think you're talking about them gambling. But if someone's gambling and then they're telling you you're an idiot, well, just stay dumb, stay broke, keep funding the bookies, keep paying the CEO of Sportsbet, and keep this business, this community, and everyone else that's match betting in Australia in business. Like you're literally keeping the bookies in business and you're providing opportunity for those out there who are able to make money off it. So that's the ruthless stuff I probably wouldn't have said a year ago or 2 years ago, but now I can comfortably say now because I don't actually care. If you want to choose to lose, choose to lose. You are providing an opportunity for everyone else out there to win who is winning. And that 0.5% of people who are winning are reliant upon the 99.5% that will most likely always lose. Go in anything. Like the people like Tim Nacky who are encouraging casino gambling, like indirectly, directly, whatever, becoming a hero, you've just basically ruined a few lives, a few thousand lives by encouraging that kind of behavior. And then the casinos love Tim Nacky for it. That's the kind of stuff that like people don't understand. But yeah, in terms of your friends and family, man, there is actually a video. I should have answered that more professionally. There is actually a video that Steve made on our YouTube, which says something along the lines of like how to convince people that this works. And there was a reel that we posted last week on our Instagram about Platinum Pete and his missus. So Platinum Pete's made 50K. His wife basically said, "Oh, you're putting all this money into these match betting accounts. Where is it coming out?" He's like, "Well, we don't want to withdraw, but look at this balance. It started off at 200. It's now 2K. So it's like, there's the profit. It's all here." And he showed her the profits, and then he gained the trust and he communicated with her. But if you're looking at someone who's like, if you're wondering like how to prove it to someone, show them a bonus turnover. Get a whiteboard out, explain a bonus turnover, use a two-way Dutch and explain how it works, and they'll have a better understanding about it. And you're like, look, these promos are designed for people to get sucked in, but if you're smart enough, you can actually use them. That's match betting. So hope that makes sense. The Oz government loves you. I'm talking about you paid no tax for 10 years. Yeah. You're not wrong. But the thing is, I did it legally. There's nothing wrong with what I did because I never actually, like, match betting is not taxable, unfortunately. I got lucky with my gambling and my betting. I've hit a lot of winners and, yeah, no system at all. Should you use a buyer agent? Nothing wrong with paying for a service that gives you knowledge. No, Sam, you're literally spot on. You're spot on. I should be practicing what I'm preaching, but when it comes to buying a house, I know. And when I was saying that, I was thinking that I'm like, obviously we teach leverage and leveraging other people's skills, knowledge, and experience, but it's like this avoidance thing where I don't actually want to commit to it because I'm so focused on the business. I have this like fear thing that it's like it's going to take away my energy, my time, my thought, that I'm worrying about, fuck, did I make the right decision sort of thing? Because I don't actually want to buy a house. Like I don't need to buy a house apart from the fact of probably wanting to live in a house that's mine. And obviously building like a family in one, that would be cool. But like, I'm not sitting here hating my house where I live now. Like it's fucking awesome. Yeah. Just found a video. I had a bonus turnover and it was you, the Hustler Squad. Yeah, yes. Correct. So this is what I was saying before, Sal. When we started this, I started this solo with my best mate. It was called the Hustler Squad. All right. The free course and everything, the Platinum Squad was under the Hustler Squad brand. 9 months later, we started the system, which is now the horse system. That was with Steve and Tom. And then after about 2 years, we've merged those together and we now officially brand under the system. Previously, the system was just the horse system. But now the system is our brand. We have the system up here, right? We have the free course underneath that, which comes under the match betting free course. We then have our Platinum Squad, which is our paid match betting course, and our community. And then we have our sports system, which comes off the Platinum Squad. And then we have our horse system, which comes to the side. So the system is what we call now the brand. That's the overriding brand. And then we have all those products underneath. So if you see Hustler Squad or anything like that, that is us, but we've rebranded and call everything the system now. It's a little bit confusing. Apologies. We're making a new website, which is going to have everything on it in one go. But yes, that is us. Appreciate the hustle. Honestly, you are a very intelligent man. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think I'm. Yeah, I guess. But it's come out of a place of like doing something for so long, you get good at it. So it's like, yeah. Appreciate the honesty though. I personally think you are as well. And I said that from the second comment you made. Clear as day that you're not the average Joe. When I first learned how to turn over, that was you. What the fuck? Ha ha ha. So you learned, okay. So you've learned how to turn over a match betting bonus from our old content, and then you've rediscovered this system YouTube now. That's funny as I get it now. Yeah, there's a video that's got like 15K views on the old YouTube, which is funnily enough, the best video, the most viewed video of anything ever. And it's me turning over a bet easy bonus without any kind of face or anything. It's just a screen recorded, fucking useless shit voice. I sound like a kid. It goes for like 4 minutes, and I couldn't speak to save myself. And that's what you're talking about, I reckon. I remember that video. I filmed my mum's 20. It says making guaranteed no risk profit from a bonus bet, two-way Dutching. Yeah, it's got 10K views. I'll post it below. It's kind of cringe, but anyway, it's where we came from, so who cares? Oh, here we go. We have a hater in the Instagram, Liam Power. He's hating on the fact that that if it's income, it's taxable. Look, Liam, I'm going to ask you to probably spend your Saturday doing something else. Yeah, correct. Someone's just fully sent his theory down the sink. He said if you claim it as income, you need to pay tax. Well, then the whole of Australia should claim their gambling losses on tax too, and the fucking ATO would go broke. Not that they would go broke, but you get what I'm saying. So yeah, if you want to say you can claim gambling winnings, well then every gambler should be able to claim their gambling losses as tax deductions. Good luck if that happens. Yeah, 65% only though. Yeah, okay. The video, yeah, it might be that one, but anyway. Yeah, no, fair enough. Appreciate that comment as well, Shane. That is fully spot on. If you're still watching. Liam's been hating us for 2 years. He literally has been hating us for 2 years on our TikTok, he was on my Twitter this week. Like, honestly, obviously he's very triggered by what we do, and that's fine, but honestly, whatever. I would challenge Liam to like self-reflect on why he's actually putting so much effort and time into trying to like bring this down when he knows it works. I fully don't get it. It gives me so much like curiosity with the human brain as to why people do that. All right, I've gone into a chamber. I've said I was going to end this live 40 minutes ago, and now it's 12:30. So I need to get on with my day. So appreciate everyone who has watched. And if you have any questions, it could have made 50K in those 2 years, but decided to hate and stay broke. Nah, so Liam, I want to talk about this actually before I go. Liam is someone who there's like this like really niche type of hater, and it's like this like pro punter sort of hater, right? And I'm not sure he's in there. Maybe he is. But these type of haters, because they're so intelligent when it comes to betting, they have a really high betting IQ, really high punting IQ. They struggle to relate to the average person. So they don't think that we're changing lives. They don't think that we change people's mindsets because they don't see understanding match betting as smart. They see it as common knowledge to them because they've basically forgotten what they know. This is a really common thing that people who are smart forget is, listen to this quote, you forget what you know. So if you're smart or really good at something, let's just say you've been doing it for 5 years, think of what you know now and then try to think back to when you started and remember what you knew then. Because what you know now will be 100, 200x what you knew before. And if you forget that that is how fucking people think when they start, or what they know, like at the start of a beginning of a skill acquisition, then you simply can't relate. And then you make dumb fucking comments saying, oh, anyone can do this. It's so easy. Like, bro, if it was so easy, 99.5% of Australians wouldn't be fucking donating their paycheck on the punt. So try to remember what you know and where you came from, because then you're able to relate to other people better. And he comes from a place of like, he knows it. So why would anyone sort of want to do this? Why would you want to pay someone else to learn this? And it's like, well, one, that's a poor man's mindset, because you'll never know everything. And two, it's like, well, man, you're not everyone. You're in the top 0.5% of punters. Then of course you're gonna know, I don't know, 80% of it, maybe. Realistically, he probably doesn't know 80% of it. He thinks he knows 80% of it. But the point is, you'll never know everything, and always try and remember what other people think that aren't to your level yet. I don't know. That's just how I see that. And I kind of sympathize with those people, because I know exactly how he's thinking. And it's something that we've had to get better and better at. It's like, we can't speak to people in a way where we talk to them like us, because they haven't bet for 10 years or done this for 10 years. They've done it for 0 years, or they've lost for 5 years. We never lost for 5 years, but we can now relate to people who've done that. And then we can speak to them in their language and tailor the advice to them so that they can actually learn in the way that they learn. So yeah, fucking off topic. Anyway, but that's enough for me. If you have any more questions, fire them right now. I'll give you 20 seconds. Otherwise, if you're watching this live and you are watching it after the fact, hopefully you got something out of it. If you are watching this live after the fact, if you were to send us a DM on Instagram saying live, we will make sure that you have the correct pathway, especially if you're not a member already, to where to go next. So put something below. Actually, I'm gonna do a competition. This is for YouTube. To win the competition, I'll give away a Platinum Squad membership or a yearly horse system membership to the best answer to this question. I'm fully thinking on the spot here. Why do you think more people don't do match betting? In other words, why do so many people gamble? If you can chuck that answer in the comments on YouTube, the best answer will win a Platinum Squad membership or a Horse System yearly membership, depending on which one you want to get. For anyone who's already both of those, we'll just add it onto your subscription. If you're already a mentor member, probably are ineligible, but feel free to answer anyway. But yeah, keen to hear what people think. Yeah, sorry, Wemby, you cannot. You're already a mentorship member, but feel free to chuck it in the comments anyway. Too lazy, don't have any delayed gratification. Yeah, okay, pretty good. But yeah, I'd want a pretty decent response. Fire it away in the comments, and I'll see you next time. If you haven't done our free course yet, go and do it. It's in the description. If you want to book a call, do that. It's in the description. If you want to learn more, go through our YouTube, get lost in it. I guarantee you'll learn something. If you have any questions, fire them away to our Instagram, join the Discord. Content everywhere if you want to learn. Don't be someone who thinks they know everything. Be a sponge. Try and soak it all up. Cheers. Thanks for watching.